Step 1. Drill holes in a human skull. Step 2. Put the chip implant in the brain. Step 3. Control your phone with your thoughts. Neurolink. It's a neurotechnology company co-founded by Musk in 2016. The goal was simple: build direct communication between the brain and computers. The idea was to supercharge human capabilities. Basically, control your devices with thoughts, treat neurological disorders like Parkinson's, and in the end, build a symbiotic relationship between humans and AI, aka Cyborg Alert. So, how will this happen? Neuralink's technology will work mainly through an implant. It's called the Link. The device is about the size of 5 coins stacked together. This will be placed inside the human brain. How? Well, via good old surgery.
Hello, family. Welcome back to another episode of Journey to Harmony. I'm your host, Richard Harmon. Today, I want to talk to you about the newest addition to the Musk empire, Neurolink, and it receiving its approval overall to begin its tests with human subjects. Elon Musk has been an absolute superstar for the last almost decade now with his companies such as Tesla and SpaceX. He's also had the Starlink that has helped greatly in the Ukrainian war. And now he's after a new opportunity here to be able to implant computer chips into the human brain. The overall idea of it is that they're looking to help to reconnect people with severe paralysis or people who have different issues. I'll go ahead and play a video here in just a moment. We'll watch this. We'll come back and talk about it after that.
So I do have to bring it up, which is Neuralink.
Sure.
So firstly, can you explain what Neuralink is and what the goal of it is?
We put a chip in your brain to control your mind. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Concerns not alleviated.
Yeah, there you go. Jump right in. Step right up. Who wants one? No, so Neuralink, you'll be able to see Neuralink coming from a very long distance, because any device that you implant in a human you have to go through so many tests. It moves very slowly. You just do a few people at a time, and then you go to extreme lengths to prove safety. You have to go through the FDA approvals. Like, we're not trying to sidestep any regulatory approvals. We're doing everything by the book and with maximum. We're going far beyond what the requirements are of the FDA from a safety standpoint.
Mm-hmm.
And the initial devices will really just be a pretty basic. It'll be about restoring functionality to people who've lost their connection between their brain and their body. So you can imagine, like, if, say, Stephen Hawking could talk or communicate as fast as somebody with a fully functioning body.
Mm-hmm.
That would be amazing. So that's like what we're trying to do. That's our first application, is to restore functionality to quadriplegics, tetraplegics, and people who have just, for whatever reason, no longer have a connection between, or a limited connection between their brain and their body.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second application would be restoration of eyesight. So if somebody's gone completely blind, maybe even has lost the optic nerve, you can actually still directly stimulate the neurons in the visual part of the cortex. So you can give direct vision to the brain.
Mm-hmm.
All right, perfect. So we see there again that the overall thought of this process is to first restore connection between the brain and the body. Secondly, possibly to restore eyesight. And, it's interesting because a lot of times we have good intentions for things, but eventually ends up turning into nefarious opportunities for those who are seeking. So what he says again is that this is an opportunity for someone to be able to control devices with their brains. So as we use our hands and use our feet, different things like that, this will allow people who may not have control of these particular areas of their body, will allow people with different issues, physical or mental issues, to be able to restore function to their bodies. But also, just kind of as we're familiar with hacking, this also gives those who are outside the particular opportunity of hacking someone's brain. And this is something that's very interesting overall right now, So Neuralink said in the post Tuesday that a study called the PRIME study is officially seeking patients since it received approval from the Independent Institutional Review Board and hospital site. Its next steps for Neurolink, long road to market, and it comes after the startup recently received approval from the Food and Drug Administration in May to conduct its first in-human study. Patients who participate in the trial will have to undergo invasive brain surgery. Neuralink is building a brain implant that aims to help people with severe paralysis control external technologies using only neural signals. This means patients with severe degenerative diseases like ALS could eventually regain their ability to communicate with loved ones by moving cursors and typing with their minds. Very interesting things here. So we are at a interesting spot right now, and with this plus the development of generative AI, it's going to give the actual technology a physical body, and at some point, someone will test those particular uh, integrations and to be able to hack the human genome to be able to create super soldiers. So this is, all of the sci-fi movies we've ever seen with superheroes or very people with superhuman strength. We're a lot closer to that particular reality than we actually realize. And sometime within the next 20, 30, or 50 years, we can actually see this turning into a reality. Eventually, these technologies will eventually probably ruin us as a society. But until that time period, we will just continue to watch and remain in awe. What are your thoughts on this? Please comment below. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for joining. Have a good day.